discuss using linear equations in slope-intercept form. And our essential question is, how can you use linear equations in slope-intercept form? We're going to be doing several examples. You are going to be in the process of finding the slope. You may have to find the slope from 2 points. And once you have the slope, you may have to find the y-intercept. And what you would do there is substitute the slope and 1 point into y equals mx plus b to find b. And then finally, once you have the slope and you have the y-intercept, you're going to write the equation. Y equals mx plus b. So let's start with our first example. And here we're given a point and the slope. And we have to use this information to write our equation. Now this point could have been given to us just straight out, here's a point, or it could have been given to us on a graph. I'm choosing just to write the information down today. So I already know my slope is 4, or I should say is negative. I need to find my y-intercept. So I'm going to take y equals mx plus b, and I'm going to substitute in y, the slope, the x, and now I'm going to solve for b, which means I need to do that multiplication first, which gives me 4, and then I have to move it away because I want to solve for this, so I need that to move away. Use the opposite operation. This goes to 0, leaves me just b, and 3 minus 4 is a negative 1. So now I can go and write my equation. Y equals mx plus b. Well, y equals negative 4x minus 1. And that would be my slope-intercept equation. Example 2. And here I'm being given 2 points. Again, they could just straight out give you the 2 points, or they could have them located on a graph. Well, I need to find my slope. Okay, I'm going to designate this as my second point, this is my first point. So I have negative 1 minus 5 over 2 minus a negative 2. Remember, subtract a negative. If I subtract a negative, I'm really adding. So I end up with negative 6 over 4, which is a negative 3/2. That's my slope. So neither one of these points is my y-intercept. So I need to substitute one of the points and the slope into my equation. I'm going to use my first equals negative 3/2 times negative 2 plus b. Which means now okay, negative times negative is a positive. The 2 will divide out, so that leaves me 3, which means then I have to undo this. B equals 2. So my equation is y equals my slope, negative 3/2 x plus 2. And we're just going to keep doing this type of process over and over. Now, with working with function notation, we could be given our ordered pairs in a much different format than either on a graph or as a direct ordered pair. We could be given something like this. And if you will remember, I showed you last week, this is the x value, this is the y value, so this translates to an ordered pair of 2, 4 and negative 2, negative 8. Have to find my slope. Again, second point. So I have negative 8 minus 4, negative 2 minus 2 gives me a negative 12 over negative 4. Negative divided by negative is a positive. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So my slope is 3. Neither point is the y-intercept. So here I go. And I'm going to use this point. So 4 equals 3 times 2 plus b, which gives me 4 equals 6 plus b. And so I have to undo that. And please realize that's my b and that's a 6. So that gives me b equals a negative 2, which means my equation is y equals slope, y-intercept.